Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And if you think tough men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. If you aren't moving forward in your life, there's some idea, mode of action, or habit you're so in love with, you won't let go of it. The light that you discover in your life is proportionate to the amount of darkness you're willing to forthrightly confront. When you have something to say, silence is a lie. The better ambitions have to do with the development of character and ability, rather than status and power. Status you can lose. You carry character with you wherever you go, and it allows you to prevail against adversity. Self-love is the only antidote to the chaos of existence. And if you don't love and care for yourself and your own needs, you'll cause unnecessary suffering both for yourself and others. Perhaps you're overvaluing what you don't have and undervaluing what you do. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. You can only find out what you actually believe, rather than what you think you believe, by watching how you act. You simply don't know what you believe before that. You're too complex to understand yourself. Don't underestimate the power of vision and direction. These are irresistible forces able to transform what might appear to be unconquerable obstacles into traversable pathways and expanding opportunities. You should be better than you are, but it's not because you're worse than other people. It's because you're not everything you should be. To learn is to die voluntarily and be born again in great ways and small. Face the demands of life voluntarily. Respond to a challenge instead of bracing for catastrophe. If you don't stand your ground, then all that happens is people push you backwards, and they will push you and push you and push you until you fall off a cliff. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. Truth, virtue, and courage are not necessarily enough, but they are our best bet. So, listen to yourself and to those with whom you're speaking. Your wisdom then consists not only of the knowledge you already have, but the continual search for knowledge, which is the highest form of wisdom. You need to consider the future and think, what might my life look like if I were caring for myself properly? Successful among us delay gratification and bargain with the future. You cannot be protected from the things that frighten you and hurt you, but if you identify with the part of your being that is responsible for transformation, then you're always the equal, or more than the equal, of the things that frighten you. It took untold generations to get you where you are. A little gratitude might be in order. If you're going to insist on bending the world to your way, you better have your reasons. Can you imagine yourself in 10 years if instead of avoiding the things you know you should do, you actually did them every single day? That's powerful. It is much better to make friends with what you do not know than with what you do know, as there is an infinite supply of the former but a finite stock of the latter. The secret to your existence is right in front of you, and it manifests itself as all those things you know you should do but you're avoiding. It's better to do something badly than to not do it at all. Always place your becoming above your current being. It is in responsibility that most people find the meaning that sustains them through life. It's not in happiness. It's not an impulsive pleasure. If you can't understand why someone is doing something, look at the consequences of their actions, whatever they might be, and then infer the motivations from their consequences. Love is the desire to see unnecessary suffering ameliorated. You should take care of, help, and be good to yourself the same way you would take care of, help, and be good to someone you loved and valued. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens. There's some real utility and gratitude. It took untold generations to get you where you are. A little gratitude might be in order. It takes careful observation, education, reflection, and communication with others just to scratch the surface of your beliefs. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. You're going to pay a price for every bloody thing you do and everything you don't do. Our choices determine the destiny of the world. By making a choice, you alter the structure of reality. If you betray yourself, if you say untrue things, if you act out a lie, you weaken your character. People create their worlds with the tools they've directly at hand. Faulty tools produce faulty results. Repeated use of the same faulty tools produces the same faulty results. In order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. Truth is the ultimate, inexhaustible natural resource. It's the light in the darkness. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. That which you most need to find will be found where you least wish to look. It isn't precisely that people will fight for what they believe. They'll fight, instead, to maintain the match between what they believe, what they expect, and what they deserve. If you enjoy our videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the like button for more inspirational quotes.